Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Gangurabhyo Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Kling Kalikaye Namaha. Om Klim Bhadrakali Namaha. Om Dam Durgaye Namaha. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamasto Ma Vidvisavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sankaram Sankaracharyam Isvam Badarayanam Sutrabhasa Kritao Vande Bhagavanto Punaha Punaha. Isara Gururatmerti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyamta Vyamavatta Dehaya Siddhachina Murtai Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudeva Maheswaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Anika Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahinaha Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Dhyana Malangarara Murti Puja Malangarara Padam Mantra Malangarara Vakyam Musya Malangarara Kripa. Musya Malangarara Kripa. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Sivoham 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 Sachidanandoham Sivoham 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 Sachidanandoham Sivoham 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 Sivoham. Om Namah Shivaya. Harihi Om. So through these prayers today, and all of you are welcome. Today the special satsang. And I'm also going to speak a little bit about the evidence of Tantra. Actually, if you check it, our whole life is a tantric lifestyles. Tantric is the lifestyles. And samsara. Samsara is the dualism. And Tantra always believe the Shakti and Shiva. Shiva and Shakti always the dualism. So we can say, and Tantra is all about expansion of the consciousness to understand our common and social and samsaric life. Then, once you understand our common and social and all kind of life, then we can understand the higher consciousness. So that the Tantra is all about. The aim of Tantra is to expand the consciousness. And you say Tantra, the word is coming from two, and from the root, like yoga is coming from root two, use and usur. Use means union, usur means samadhi. So that the two. And samadhi means to experience, to balance of the mind, and balancing the harmony of the mind. And if you are balancing the harmony of the mind, then you can understand the super consciousness of the unknown. So this is the aim of yoga. And tantra is the aim, is the two word coming from. One is tan. Tan means to expand. And tanoti trayati tantra means one has to eradicate, one has to remove all kind of sufferings and miseries. So that is the wisdom of a tantra. So we can understand once for expansion of the consciousness, what does that mean? For example, somebody begging in the street. I think around the world, not only in India, I saw wherever I travel, still people are begged. Some kind of food, some kind of bread, some kind of cloth, some kind of money. Around the whole world, I saw that. Doesn't matter, wherever I travel. Either Europe or America, Latin America, Asia, India, doesn't matter. But everywhere the beggars, I see that. So what I mean, I just give you an example. What kind of consciousness they have. So they have different consciousness. Somebody, the president of that country, he don't beg. He simply order the citizens, whatever they want to do. The two people compare. So that two state of the consciousness. Similarly, Tantra is help you to expand the consciousness so you can see the difference. So two kind of people living and two state of the consciousness. One same human being is begging in the street. Another human being either became president, prime minister of the and head of the state. So this is a two state of the consciousness. Similarly, when you are expand the consciousness, you understand the life differently. And once we expand, if somebody in the street, same human being can beg, but same human being can be head of the state. Similarly, you are as a layman, you are living in the samsara with your parents, with your father, with your mother, with your beloveds, with your surrounding atmospheres and environments. But if you can expand, the same person you are, but you can expand the consciousness and understand the divinity, the unknown, and you can understand how this world is created. Today, Corona-19. Today is a Corona-19, COVID-19 happening around the world, right? But today we don't understand why it is happened. Now we can believe the God. Before you don't believe God at all. I don't know any pandemic, any kind of pandemic, anytime it happens anywhere in the world. Always people believe God that time. And then a vaccination come, everybody will forget the God. And everybody will be busy so much with his social life, right? With the job and how to work hard, bread, butter, chapati, right? That is the human consciousness. The human consciousness in all civilization, one and all civilizations, nobody think about unknown. Nobody think about how this world was created. Nobody think about what has to be done by us. Nobody really grateful to the God Almighty, maybe God, maybe unknown. Okay, we can give the word of God, but we can give the name God Almighty. Nobody actually really remember. Now vaccination will come and you see that. Nobody think about at all the unknown, the God. And you see that many people pray, do a lot of kind of pujas, many people do yoga, many people do pranayama, and many people go to temples, church. Even many people in Europe, they never been church. But I'm sure that when it was happening pandemic, and when they bring the body to the smasan, to cremating place, to cemetery, I'm sure that time they must pray to the Father. You understand me? They go to bring the flowers, nice candle, and they go to and pray in the smasan to the God. So everybody today pray to God in the smasan, in the cemetery, in the hospitals. So what I mean to you, I just try to recollect your consciousness. I try to help you, means to recollect of your memory. We should not forget the unknown. the consciousness which created the whole world. And you must know, without wish of God Almighty, maybe you say God, you can give any names, but you don't call his God even at all. You don't need to believe. I don't think you have to believe Krishna, Shiva, Kali, Durga, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad. Doesn't matter. It's not important for me. But you must believe something that is unknown, which is always guide you. Always guide your family. Always guide your beloveds. Always guide your parents. Guide your environments. Even guide your animals, dogs, cats, children, everything. And without wish of unknown, you must be clear. You can't be happy even one moment in this samsara. But if you remember at least one moment to the unknown, I'm pretty sure only one moment in your life, you don't need to have 24 hours to remember the God. No need. I'm speaking about unknown, which we don't know. And throughout all and civilized, one and all civilizations, what we dodge? Only the wise people try to meditate, try to do worship, try to do rituals. Whatever they do, whatever they do to find the God Almighty as unknown. It's not, again, I repeat, it's not necessary to be religious. It's not necessary you have to practice yoga. It's not necessary you have to practice tantra, mantra, yantra. It's not necessary you have to chant Om Namah Shivaya. It's not necessary to chant Hare Krishna. It's not necessary to chant Om Mani Padme Hum. You don't need to go to church. You don't need to go to mosque. You don't need to pray. Nothing. But always remember yourself, wherever you are, either you are in the office, in your home, but you must always think one thing. One thing you must always, how I was born. Is my father, mother giving the birth? Yes, seems so. But does give your father, mother to live forever? This question's for you. Does any father, mother give the license certificates to their child to live ever? Answer is not. It means your father, mother not giving the birth. And it is the truth. It is the fact. If they give the birth, they give you life. So why they not give license you to live forever? So why people die? Why people suffering? Why people are miserable? We must think about it a little bit. We must think. I'm not saying that you must think. We must think. Not we means we all of us need to think. And once you think this way, you will get the wisdom. And this wisdom is help you to live in peace. This wisdom is help you to live with love. This wisdom help you to live with freedom. There is no sufferings, there are no miseries. If you know the cause of your birth, the reason of your birth, any reasons, if you find out the any reasons you are born, there is no worry for the future of death because you are free. You know what the reasons. Then today we don't know why we was born and what is our duty to perform. Therefore, we always worried in our whole life. We always worried. Even you have the father, you have the mother, you have the husband, you have children, you have good job, you have good motorcycle. Even you are the citizens of a rich country. I'm not speaking that poor country like we are India. Maybe we are rich country, like you are born in Europe. You are a citizen of rich countries, but still you are worried every moment in your life. Of course, we are worried in India. We are poor people. We think about tomorrow, what we can eat, what we can do the work tomorrow. We are poor countries. Okay, I accept this. I approve myself. We are born in India as a poor country. But even I'm speaking the rich country, being a citizen of a rich country, what happening? You are worried all the time. All the time. Even you have everything sometimes. You have everything. What not you have. What those people don't have, forget it. But the people have it. I'm again repeating. You have wife, you have children, you have house, you have mother, you have father, you have job, you have office, you have bread, butter, chapati, right? You have everything. You have cloth, you have house, you have shelters. What not you have. But check yourself. Check yourself. You feel loneliness. Why so? Because you don't know. Whatever you do is out of our some extent of our desires, wishes, expectations, or we want it. But there is something what you need, still you not get it. Most of the time we have everything, but we don't know what we need exactly. And once you understand what I need, then you fulfill it. And there is nothing to be worried. If we know, right? So this is what I think about introspections. So this is about the essence of yoga and tantra. Once you expand the consciousness, then you can understand yourself better. So today is a liberal session. Liberal means you don't need to have to devotee of someone. You don't need to have belief. The God, for example, whatever religious people create, you don't have to. Okay? Sometimes I ask the people, what kind of religions you belong to? No, I don't have any religion. I'm fed up. I'm fed up of everything. All religion, I'm fed up. About what kind of guru you have? No, I'm fed up of all gurus. What kind of teachers you have? No, I'm fed up of everything. It's fine. I don't have these problems. I personally have no problems. But the question is, are you content? So this need to introspections. I don't need everybody has to be religious. I don't need everybody has to practice yoga. But the question mark is very important. We have to be content in our life, what we have. And we must know what exactly we need. Two things. Be content, be content. Be satisfied what you have without any worry. The question mark should not be there, should not be worried. This is the first thing. Then, number two, be happy, be content what you have. Two things are very important. This is the barometer. This is a barometer, and you can check yourself. Every day, get up early morning. Ask yourself what I need today. Then you perform your duty. So end of the evening, before going to bed, I'm very sure you'll be fulfilled. You'll be content. But generally, we don't know what has to be done by us, what has to be done by me. And these questions and answers, you can get both things at the early morning if you meditate regularly. You don't need to believe any gods. You don't need to practice any yoga, tantra, mantra, anything, nothing. But sit down for some time, early morning. When you get up, just close your eyes, do nothing. Simply closing eyes. Close your eyes, sit down and observe the silence you have within yourself. Maximum 10 minutes. I'm not even 5 minutes. I'm not asking you anything. If you don't have 5 minutes, close your eyes for 1 minute. I tell you, for 1 minute, close your eyes early morning before you start anything you do and check it. Not possible by you to early morning to close your eyes for 1 minute. It is I'm just giving you some homework. Check it. Check it yourself. Honestly, 1 minute you cannot close your eyes early morning. But I'm not speaking one day. Okay, we can do 1 day, 2 day. But you need to until end of life. Start today and check it. You'll not find even 1 minute to close your eyes, to observe what's happening within yourself. I'm speaking consciously. I'm not unconscious. I'm speaking very consciously. You will find out there's no 1 minute to look within yourself. And if you done this, just 1 minute observe what has to be done by me today. And one day, I'm pretty sure you'll find the wisdom, what has to be done by you. And if you done only 1 minute, when you get up, whatever, either you take a bath or no bath, or sit down, just close your eyes on your bed for 1 minute only. And I'm pretty sure it's very difficult, very tough to do 1 minute. But if you put samskara, it is possible always. If you can only renounce 1 minute, I'm not telling you have to be renounce the whole world to be a monk and sannyasi, come to Himalaya and sitting in the cave of the Himalayas. I'm not asking that you. We don't need to go Vrindavan, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra for 24 hours to be liberated. I'm not asking that. I'm not saying that go to Shiva temple, chant Om Namah Shivaya for 24 hours. I'm not asking that. I'm not asking you go to church, go to mosque, or to be a disciple of some guru, or a devotee of a god of Lord Shiva and Avaduta and so on. I'm not asking that. I'm asking wherever you are, just for 1 minute, close the eyes early morning. Observe yourself. If you can done this, I'm pretty sure one day you'll find out the love, the freedom, and contentness. No doubts. I personally have no doubts if you do 1 minute without going nowhere. But you check it and you can tell me after 5 months. He says, sorry, Swamiji, I didn't have time for 1 minute because my children crying, because my phone call come from my dear daughter. Maybe the dog is going to toilet. Maybe the cat is meowing to give the milk. Maybe have the class. Maybe my father is dying. Take the flowers to the cremating place. Maybe my wife is now in Corona. Like so on. Oh, my guru is calling me. Oh, my disciple calling me. Oh, master, please help me. So on. You will have some kind of a excuse. Oh, my child is crying. Oh, my child need to school. So on. Oh, my wife have stomach problems. Oh, my husband have maybe heart problems. He's at, because 1 minute, I'm speaking just 1 minute. And when you exactly do 1 minute meditation, means just close your eyes, don't take as meditation. Just close your eyes, sit down and silently and observe yourself. The same minute, you will find out so many obstacles. Check it for 1 year. I guarantee you, you will not find 1 minute. You will not renounce even 1 minute. That the human consciousness. The human consciousness is only sufferings. But God giving you, the God Almighty, the unknown, giving you this physical body to understand where you're coming from, where to going, and what has to be done by you. And whatever you're doing is out of avidya. Out of avidya. Avidya means ignorance. So therefore, we are always worried in our life. Whatever you do in the life, in the samsara, out of avidya, out of ignorance. This is the reason we always worried in our life. We are never content in our life. Maybe you are happy, you are cry, even if eating ice cream. Also, even you give one ice cream to your own child, they're so happy. But another time they also cry for another things. Similarly, you understand? You buy one ice cream, your child is very happy in the street. But again, child cry for another toy, also giving that, also happy. But your child again demanding one after one. But after that, you have to stop. No. Then child is cry. Similarly, in your life also the similar things are happening. In similar manner, in your life, there is happiness, but there's so much worried, so much loneliness, so much suffering and miseries. Like today, happening Corona-19, COVID-19 around the world. So many people are worried, even they went to hospital, out of their fear, they die. Heart attack happens in the hospitals. Why? So much worried. So much worried. Because worried where come from? Not because of disease. They went to hospital and worried comes. No, because worried we carry as a samskara from the childhood. Worried all the time. The samskara, the input, this is the kind of a consciousness we put from the society, from the social life. The worried always we have. That worried all the way leads to the hospital today. We don't know what the results. Maybe I saw some people that results come as a negative. They are no COVID-19 at all. Simple testing, but they have a heart attack. They die in the hospitals. Could you imagine that? The worried. So whatever we are doing today is out of avidya. We must do what we need. So therefore, always introspect. In Sanskrit, say Atma Chintana. Atma Chintana is very important. Self introspections. Then Nitidhyasana, constant observations, constant introspections. Means in silent manner. In closing eyes, not opening the eyes. When closing eyes, what happening? Because the eyes have so many obstacles. So therefore, in closing eyes, you are looking within what happening. And that is very important. So this is the tips of today for the 2021. And we are continuing. And I'll start tomorrow silent for this Uttara and Sadhana, Panchagini Sadhana. So I'm going to Mauna, silent. So welcome to Vanisa Dharanamji. Very welcome. I see you here. And welcome to Sylvia. Namaskar. Nice to see you here. And also Sandra Fernandez, welcome. Sylvia already here, and also welcome everyone. Today is a nice satsang. So I would also giving you some kind of not opportunity, but is a platform of the freedom, platform the assembly. We are assembling today together, satsang. So I would like to ask you everyone one by one, and you can have some kind of feedback, how your life is going on, what you can share to the whole world today. Because tomorrow, the sun moving towards north direction, already moved tonight until tomorrow 2:30. So this is called Dakshinayana. According to astrological, according to sun, according to planet, so many things are going to change tomorrow. Because Dakshina Uttarayan starts, the auspicious days are coming for this 6 months. So that is called Uttarayana, and very auspicious days are coming. I hope the whole world will be more peaceful and more remember the consciousness of God Almighty, who taking care of us always. I don't know either you believe God or not, doesn't matter, but I always believe the consciousness of unknown, who taking care of me. Since more than 30, I left my parents and families more than 30 years. So today I'm here with you because that God Almighty taking care of me. So that is my own trade. Either people believe or not, that is not my business. So I always carry my own business. I always believe the unknown. Most of the people ask me, Swamiji, do you believe God? I say yes, but not the way you believe. I always say, Swamiji, are you believe the God? I say yes, but I believe not the way you believe. So my belief is totally unique from the whole world. So therefore, then they cannot ask me what the definition there, because what they believe I can't have comments. So always say that what I believe, not the way you believe. So there is no comments anymore. So no, otherwise people ask me how the looks like God, which God you believe, how. I say I already explain you. The way I believe, you don't believe. So there is no comments, no explanations, because you are not going to understand anything. So better, no discussion, what I believe. So now the first question go to our new guest today, Bansidharanand ji. So maybe you can share some wisdom for I give 2 minutes for everyone. Panel section get 2 minutes today because we have many participants today.
Jay, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's a lovely, much love. It's a lovely talk. It's a lovely moment because you put it so simple. Just 1 minute with eyes closed and it will work out. It remembers my first moments of meditation. Everybody was so advanced. So I open one eye and look to the others, and I haven't a clue what was I doing in that moment. So just a very nice tip to begin, and you begin now. Yeah, it's a nice new moon, so a new project. Okay. Thank you for your kind words, for your love, and for your wisdom. Thank you so much. Be so much blessed.
Hare Krishna. Hari Om.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hari Om
Om,
Prabhuji.
Hari Hara.
Hari Om Prabhuji. Hari
Om
Om
Namah
Prabhuji.
Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Thank
Om
you.
Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now the second question go to the Goncalo. Please
Hari Om
unmute
Swamiji.
yourself.
Yes, Swamiji.
Please continue. You share.
Hari Om Swamiji. Hello, everyone. Oh, Swamiji, there's nothing to say. Just that it's a blessing to have been with you in Panchagni. And these days, I remember that you might start Panchagni, and that's it. That's it. It's a blessing to be even online together. And as Vanchi Dharananda said, you make it so simple. So nothing to comment, Swamiji.
So
And I know,
thank you.
Swamiji, I know that it's difficult. This has been one of my main purpose is at least to sit every day 5 minutes, and it's not easy. I mean, not even 1 minute. It's not easy, and it's at least every day. I try to do it. I try to do it, and even as you said, Swamiji, not easy. And even some days I cannot sit. I don't sit, but normally I sit every day, but one day I will fail. In 1 week I fail one day, but I try not to, at the same time, not to be worried about. Okay, I miss, but that's okay. At least I'm aware of that. I don't complain. So thank you for the satsang, Swamiji, and we
So
share the
thank you,
scriptures.
Gonkala. And thank you, Gonkala. It's nice that at least you're making efforts. Efforts
Yes,
are
yes,
very important.
yes.
And I tell you very honestly, very beginning of my childhood, not today, very childhood, doesn't matter. But I used to pray. But today, I used to pray very beginning of the childhood, even until now. No changes for me, and never fails. In my life, never fails. Even I'm sick, even I'm in hospital, never fails my prayers early morning. Even I'm not take shower, even I'm flying in aeroplane overnights, early morning when time comes, always pray. That never fails in my life, never. That is what I want to share with you. But as Gonka say, it is a need samskara. So this life, at least you put samskara. I never fails in my life. Even I was sick, even I had the fever, even I don't take shower for 3 days, even I'm the sitting on the bed. It was time I was sleeping on the bed only, but still I pray. Even my, it's not necessarily you have to sit down, but it's very important to be conscious that moment. Very important that. And if you have that, the consciousness, that the reason I said that one day you can achieve the content, no doubts. I have no doubts at all. The remembrance, that conscious, that called introspections. But today, of course, but today I understand differently. It was the time in childhood. I used to go temple, or I put the some altar in my, my hostels and whatever. Many people was laughing when I used to pray in the hostels, when I used to stay with all boys and everything, So it is up to them, So very important. Evening, I used to go Vipassana, for example. There's no altar, no guru photograph, nothing. I have no problems that. Then you can more introspection, more than 10 hours, half, and so on. So anyway, so it's good to make effort. Thank you, Gonkala, for your experience and for your true wisdom and open heart. What you speak is not very easy, even do 5 minutes. So nice, thank you. And that word I always speak out of my experience. That's all. So now, so go to Julie.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just very, very happy to be here, and you've been a huge part of my life and a huge inspiration to me. And there's so much that I don't know, but there's so much that I've learned, and I've gone from a place where I was living a life that I didn't want to live, and I wasn't happy. I didn't want to live anymore. And I now am in a place where I do want to live, but I'm learning how to live. And I'm learning all the time, and I'm happy about that. So thank you.
So thank you, dear, sharing your experience. I hope you find 1 minute that you forgot. So I remind you again. So just find 1 minute. Don't excuse. Make efforts, because it's the special sun moving towards north. So at least make 1 minute. Just you at least 3 to 4 times to breathe is enough. Consciously breathe it at least 3 times. 3 times consciously breathe. Not even 1 minute. I give you the final opportunity 3 times to breathe consciously. Close your eyes early morning. That's all. If you do 3 times breathing, I think you've done so much. At least renounce. Not 24 hours. Renounce your 23 hours. At least 59 minutes and 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, you can breathe. Or at least for 3 breathings, and do that. Eh? So at least
I
3
will.
times conscious breathing is enough also to find your way to final freedom and no doubts. And before leave your physical body, means before die, you live with peacefully, and you live with content, and you leave your body with love and freedom and wisdom. No doubts. Only consciously breathe 3 times, nothing else. So I'm not touching your religions. It is your own breath. And when you close your eyes, observe yourself. It is your own body, your own observations. Today, I'm not going to apply any religious science, yogic science, tantra, mantra, yantra, spiritual, nothing. Just breathe. That is your own breath. That is your own body. Nothing. Consciously breathe 3 times. Enough. And you check that, you'll forget 3 times to breathings.
I will
Consciously,
try.
I tell you, you'll forget 3 times to breathing. Try, Sylvia. Ask your own daughter for some time. Mama, today I forget. I can't breathe 3 times. Check with your own children. They'll forget. Rather, they will cry early morning. What, get the ice cream or bread or, whatever. So anyway, thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Julie from America. So living in a Green Bay. Green Bay, the beautiful place in America, who are very famous for the football, for soccer players. And very good ground. I have been there. And beautiful place, Green Bay. And see, coming from that land, Wisconsin, very famous place. So now, Sylvia already in aeroplane, I think, or somewhere. She maybe can quickly speak.
I don't know if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. You see
Okay.
somebody in aeroplane now. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Uh, I try to really practice every day the silence, even if it's just 1 minute. So, and then think about it and the breathing. And it really helps me a lot. And I feel content. And thank you for letting me listen to you or allowing me to listen and be part of your lectures. Thank you. I sent you an email.
Thank you. I'm very happy that see you in aeroplane. So interesting, huh? So interesting. So how the God unknown give the so much digital power today, so we can communicate around the world, right? So we must thanks to the God. So at least God take care of your all rockets in the space, so that we can communicate each other. If God not wish, we cannot communicate. Oh, so safe travel to Chris. Chris is the husband of Sylvia. They're traveling now. So lot of love and big prayers, and stay in a healthy life, both together. And I'll pray for you. Have safe flights all the way, wherever you reach. Thank you. So thanks to Sylvia and Chris. They're flying out from Detroit in America to Europe. Now I would like to ask the Sylvia from the German, the sister of Atmanand from Linus. Sylvia. It's nice to see you. I welcome you. Please.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm very grateful to be here, and I guess I learned my lessons in life to be grateful and to see the beautiful things and the good things in life. But today it was a good reminder to my English is not so good.
You can speak Germany. No problem. You can speak
every day, to remember every day the good that's happened to me and to all of us. Yeah. It's so easy to forget the good things that happen in life. It's so easy to see the bad things that happen. and the stress and chaos. And yeah. So challenge accepted. 1 minute a day.
Maybe you try to
Thank
teach
you.
your to ask your own child, the baby I saw. You have the daughter came to say,
I've got
Mama, you know,
two kids.
Yeah.
Two kids.
Two daughters. You have two
Both
boys or
are
girls?
killing me on the other side, from the online side, homeschooling, and for myself also homeschooling, and yeah, it's pretty much today. But and anyway, I'm grateful. I see the good things that happen, even in this time.
So
Yep.
thank you, danke schön. Vielen danke.
Tahan ya, Pat.
Ich bin Swami, Samarpan. So danke schön, thank you. Many greetings. I only know some few words. When children say fatik, get ready, fatik. So
Hari
thank
Om
you.
Namah Shivaya, everybody. Shiva brought me to you, Swamiji. No doubt about that. What I want to say, we've been discussing a lot, using my mind a lot. You know, I have to. My mother told me, use your mind. Don't do anything stupid out of instinct. So I'm doing that. And I sometimes there's no one to ask, and sometimes people I want to ask have no time. So I'm looking the internet. What's the Agora mantra? I'm getting it. I'm now studying the Agora mantra. So that's how I do it. It's studying it, reading it, writing it down. Because the letters are so small, I have to make them bigger so I can read them without glasses, and then start chanting, start learning the Sanskrit. It's not just reading and then one ear out, but implementing. You must implement what you have learned. And if it's just 1 minute meditation, then implement it, do it. Do it. It's just easy to talk about something and learn about something, but over the course of 6 months, we were learning so many things, so many different practices of meditation. And I picked for my own, and those things we have picked, they come together with the instruction I received from Master Samarpananda and my former guru. They're not contradictory. It is all the different things. They somehow belong together, like Bhakti Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Yoga of devotion, Yoga of knowledge. Those two belong together. You cannot have the one or another. You want to study God, you have to use your knowledge, you have to study. So that these belong together, but also opposites sometimes complement each other. Yeah. Forget about, you know, some examples. I don't need to tell them. But one important thing, because in the political and environment we are living right now and reaching towards the end of Kali Yuga, not our children, but maybe our grandchildren will experience this, the end of Kali Yuga, or the grandchildren. And we were talking about the yamas and niyamas, you know, and one thing is about truth and vikalpa, right knowledge, wrong knowledge. So you have the example between stick and a snake. Yeah, you have to observe, is it a stick or is it a snake? You have to observe it from the front, from behind, from above, from below, from left to right. You have to observe it, not someone else, not a famous journalist. Observe it. The famous journalist writes in newspaper, yes, it is a stick. So how do you know if it is a stick? You don't know. The journalist know, you know, he can write anything. He writes, it's a stick, it's not a snake. So how do you know? You did not look for yourself. You must look for yourself. So my words, and meditate. Peace. Peace.
So thank you for your nice and wonderful explanation, because within a few minutes you have explain the whole philosophy. Huh? So it's nice for the Sylvia, for your sisters. You can listen what brother already have been studied with the master. So interesting. So maybe your sister have no time. She have to take care of her children. Maybe children can future come to Himalaya to study with the master Samarpan. So we have to give some chance for future generation. What we have not done our life, at least our children can do better than ourselves. That always, I think as a parents, they have to think. So thank you. Being here, both brother and sister, very interesting. Thank you. Dankeschön. And you know that. And I have in Europe and already long time before. And Germany is the first home in all over the Europe or all over the countries. It was the time the land of Germany give me so much love, and that love helped me to spread around the globe. So Germany, it was stands for me for every cause, either physical way, material way, financial way, spiritual, whatever. So the land given me so much among the all lands except India. So that I can just add with you. Maybe many German people don't like when I say like this, but what I have been getting so much from that land. So of course, many lands are giving me, but German actually was standing behind me. So that how I used to support myself, travel around the world. And I travel many parts of the world unconditionally. So, but it was the German behind, but which no Germans knows, even government of Germany always, finally, they always consider Mr. Saraswati, see you again. They always said me, Mr. Saraswati, that is my last name. And when I ever go to embassy, okay, Mr. Saraswati, see you again. They never say, see you never. So Germany, only the land, they always say me, see you again. That the government of Germany. And it is that time, 1 year, they could not give me the visa. But finally they realize, so we can't get out of the Mr. Saraswati. So finally they accept, we need Mr. Saraswati. So they always say me, see you again. So that is very good, interesting that. And so therefore, so this is the little bit tips for the Germans, being a citizen of Germans. And thank you. And now I'm going to Marco, please. And he's the one of the great teacher for long time. And I have first time I met him and in a Crete, in a Greece. And there same time many people used to have smoking marijuana and chilam there. And I was crossing the river. I said, what kind of yogis are here? And they practice Ashtanga and so on. He said, what kind of yogis? I met one American yogi there where, and Marco was very young. He was very young that time, a long time before. And after some years, we came into contacts. It was long time before. So I went to Greece and I saw him there. So last, I think, almost 3-4 years, and we communicate each other, and he visited where last 2-3 years in our Rishikesh. Now, Marco time, please go ahead.
Swamiji. Yes, it's been a long time, 18 years. We met first time in Crete, and then we met in India, and then this last 4 years, we've been coming and visiting you and sitting with you in Panchagni. So this year, just sitting at home, but all is going good. I already had COVID, was 18 days at home, COVID positive, all went well, just keep my meditation, my study, my inquiry, so all went good and all is good here, Swamiji. So just want to wish you a good start of Panchagni tomorrow, and that you are an inspiration to me, and you're always in my heart. Even if I don't go to India this year or next year, you're always here. Okay, thank you so much, Swamiji. Hari Om.
Thank you, very welcome. Thank you. Nice words. And I need anyway the good wishes from everyone, not only from the unknown, and whatever the form and unknown is exists with all beings. So always I need good wishes, no doubts. Always I need blessings, good wishes, So whatever you can, and that is very good. Thank you. So always I need good wishes. Thank you. And now I'm going to Shiva Puja is our host of today, the Zoom. The host is the last to speak. She will summarize. So we shall see. Shiva Pujananda, please.
Yes, Hari Om. Feel like everything great was already said. So, Om Namah Shivaya. Half a year of so much knowledge. There is like the word thank you is never going to be enough. So the knowledge I think I receive and many other great students, people receive is it's not knowledge, it's wisdom and love, and it's the knowledge about how to live your lives. But we have to implement everything that we learn, everything that we hear. Without the personal implementation, nothing is so much valuable. So our part has to be done 50%, maybe more. Doesn't matter how many percent. Yes, and it seems that the self-inquiry is first. So it doesn't matter what kind of God, who is God, church, temple, ashram, but to sit down and to close the eyes is essential. Coming first. So challenge accepted. We'll sit down every day for at least 1 minute, at least for 3 breaths. I'm sure it's not going to be easy. Yes, not, yeah. For many people, for many of us living the life full of different distractions, which we don't know that they are distractions because it's just life and things are coming our way. But no matter what, to just sit down and observe. So yes, many wishes and blessings for the Panchagni and for everyone. Yes, we're approaching the new auspicious time from today on. And I don't know what is going to mean with the COVID. Maybe maybe nothing, maybe everything. But just to keep the self-inquiry always is already auspicious enough. Thank you.
So thank you, Shiv Puja, for your nice and beautiful feedback. And thanks again, once again, your good wishes for our Panchagni sadhanas. And anyway, so, and everyone know anyway about Panchagni sadhana. So I'm not today going to speak so much about Panchagni sadhana now. So Panchagni sadhana is a special sadhana, a sadhaka, a practitioner sitting around the practitioner sitting in the middle, and around will be 4 fires, and the head will be sun, one of the fire. If the day is rain, so that day we can't do Panchagni sadhana, because always we need the Lord's sun, and without the blessings of sun, the Panchagni sadhana cannot be done. And Lord's sun, and it is the symbol of Lord Shiva, Atma, and so on. So Lord Shiva, also Mahakal, and Lord Surya, the sun, is also Mahakal. So that is how we see the living, you can say the living God, you can always experience. That is the Lord Son. Lord Son is the living God in the creation. Everything happens by the wish of Son, because we don't know what the real God is unknown. We don't see this, but we can see at least the Lord Son. Surya Dev, we say Surya Dev and Lord Son. Without Lord Son, nothing happens in our life, and you can see that. So therefore, Lord Son you can see the personifications of the God, of the unknown. So this way, this Panchagni sadhana we worship to Lord Sun, specially and around 4 fires symbolically. So this 4-5 fires is all about Kama, Krodha, Lobha, and Moha. These are the 5 fires. Kama means desires. Krodha means anger. Lobha, the greediness or attachment. Moha means attachment. Then Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, and Madhya. Madhya means everything belongs to us, belongs to me. Everything personalized. And you must be clear. See, 5 things you need to conquer. Means nothing belongs to you. You was born and you live this planet. So nothing belongs to you. That is clear. Then not to be attachment, because nothing you can carry when you're going to die. So nothing to be attachment, nothing to be involved. And nothing to be greedy, because it does not happen. Even sometimes we are so happy, so greedy. Sometimes we're keeping, for example, so many fruits, so many vegetables in our fridge. But what happened? Out of a greediness, all kind of fruits became rotten in the fridge and you have no time to eat. I'm just giving you an examples. So like this, so greediness does not work. Sometimes you like so nice cloth, nice shoes, so many things. And you don't like to give no one because you are too much attached, too much greedy. You're keeping that. After some time, the cloth became old, is also going to naturally going to break, and naturally going to, for example, keeping so many pair of shoes out of greediness or whatever, but you see that when you're going to older and older, you can't use them even. Similarly, so one should not greedy in the material anything. So let whatever you have, use yourself, and whatever left, give to others. That is very important. So it is very important, whatever you have, use yourself sufficiently, but same time, not keeping more than you needs. Always need to give up to others. That is very important. Not pretend yourself, I work hard, so this is mine, I should not give. The people are sit in the begging there, they don't work. Why should I give them? Many Germans, they think like that. Sometimes they think, I'm work hard so much. No, because God giving the power and strength. Therefore, you can work hard and get all these things. But if God give not the power, not the energy, you can't do nothing. Now, God also giving birth, and God also taking everyone to this smasan. COVID-19, everyone running to the smasan every day, every moment. Even there no place. There's no place in smasan anymore. Even God of death say, no, enough for me. I don't need now. So God of death is thinking now, he going to pray to God Anun. Please give me more space. In cemetery, I have no place anymore. So God of death is afraid to receive you even. So God of death, he prayed to Anun. Please give me more space so that I can accommodate more people. I have no accommodation anymore. No shelter. God of death, you have no shelter for the dead body anymore. So you can understand that. So this is the COVID-19. Then Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Krodha means anger. You always can, whatever anger you need for protection yourself, your anger should not be hurting to others, not make unhappy to others. You can be angry, you can be protect. Anger, minimum need to protect yourself, like a snake. The snake, when they have some problems, they sow. How say? They sow their dunk. They try to raise their head, but they never bite, they never dunk. They simply protect themselves and they leave that place. And we have to learn from this from snake. You can angry, but that much you need for protection of yourself, for your security. That is very important. I don't say you are supposed to not angry, but your anger should not make uncomfortable to others. Your anger should not disturb to others. Your anger should not make unpleasant to others. Your anger should not make misery to others. Right? So you have to live like a snake. That much anger you need. Before somebody bite, somebody going to kill you, at least you protect. So snake always they try to protect. And you must know that snake never, generally, they never bite to no one. It's the nature, because everybody is fear. Everybody is afraid for their own. So snake, only they show how say they're dunk. I don't know how to speak in the nice language. They show like the face like this. Why? The king cobra, because they want to protect themselves, and they did it out of protections, out of fear. So you have to be, anger is comes out of fear. But your anger should not be out of greediness. Your anger should not be out of attachments. Your anger should not be out of obsess. Your anger should not be out of addictions. No, this is hurting to others. So therefore, you have to minimize anger. And that is the Panchagini sadhanas, how to control the anger yourself and karma, the desires. You must be wish something what need to fulfill. And you must wish as you need to survive. Your wish should not be again make problems to others and misery to others. This is called kama, krodha, lobha, moha, and madhya. The 5 things you need to conquer. Means over mastery these qualities. This is called 5 fire and Panchagni. And grossly we do 5 fires there. So, and then today I'm going to speak around 10 minutes more. Then we'll conclude today the sections. So there is called evidence of the evidence for the existence of chakras. That what I try to speak a little bit about Kundalini existence or the chakra existence. What is the chakras? A state of the consciousness. So I'm going to read the commentary of our grandmaster. Kundalini Yoga teaches us technique to influence our nerve system and mind so as to bring about to total balance and reintegration at every level of our being. It is an expanded concept of man, a method of developing creative awareness, and more than this, of putting the knowledge gained to use via a system of experiential techniques. It helps us to develop a new outlook on life and ourselves. The chakras and their interactions within the totality of our personality stretched between Ida and Pingala. Ida means left nostril and Pingala is the right nostril. Balance in Sushumna, which is the situated in Muladhara chakra near the perineum. Then open up new dimensions for our minds and understanding to explore and develop. So Sushumna always represents in the actual Muladhara chakra is actually in Swadhisthana chakra if you properly research about it. So the technique of Kundalini Yoga involves kriyas, combinations of asanas, like yoga, you say physical yoga, physical postures, pranayama, the breathing exercise, mudras, how to develop the concentration mind, bandhas, how to control your prana. Rotation of breath and consciousness through nadis and subtle spaces. Repetition of mantra. You may use mantra guided by the master and teachers. And the preaching of psychic centers. Mantra is all about how to control the mind. Like you say to someone, oh, you looks like rose flower. Person feels so happy. Similarly, the mantra also is helping you to bring the pleasant, the bliss, the love into yourself. And that is about mantra. And through mantra, you can experience your ultra state of the consciousness, the higher state of your being. And that is about mantra. And it has chosen by the masters and the guru. Or depends on your state of the consciousness. And you may choose if you are capable of it. So this heat of the psychic and physical energy of man and activate and awaken the chakras to our consciousness level of experience and control. Once you're awakening the chakras, what happening? Naturally, you are going to master of your consciousness and you can expand them, you can control them. The technique are also designed to bring about balance, purification, and activation of all the chakras with a gently acquaintation of 1 or 2 important centers. Techniques such as Ajapa Japa means to constantly observe your breath. That is called Ajapa Japa. Constantly observe breath. As I say that today, observe just yourself the silent. And at the same time, I say observe breath as well. So when you observe your breath, so naturally come to your consciousness or the focusing your own prana. Achieve this aim, creating a psychic fiction which ignites the spark of higher consciousness. When conditions for ignition reach the required temperature and pressure, energy is liberated within the body and mind. So transforming our total personality, this energy must be real and actual. Through perhaps as it undefined and not qualified, it is measurable at both the physical and psychic levels if we have the correct conditions, equipments, and understanding of the phenomenon. Phenomena means there is a lot of things are going to happening as a extraordinary conscious, extraordinary experience. Sometimes we can't understand our physical mind or the gross mind or by the simple consciousness. So phenomenon, something happening within yourself that is very difficult to understand a limited mind. So you need to expand of the consciousness to understand that. So in this regard, researchers have begun to pioneer exploration into uncharted depth of human psychic and are devising technique and equipments to assess, measure, and scientifically prove the existence of the chakras are the primary controlling points for different levels of our being. So again, so there are a lot of things to speak. So I'm not going to detail study the scientific methods. So it's very important that we have to understand how to develop and the awareness of the ourself. And once we are developed, the awareness of ourself means three things to do. Early morning, get up. If you have time for 1 minute, sit down, observe your breath, and observe your silence. And that's enough. Or you have to do when you inhale, observe breath, the sounds of the inhale. And when you exhale, breathe out. Also listen the sounds of exhale. If you have no time, 3 times to do, take deep inhale through spinal cord, reach to the top of the head and breathe out front side. So you can do 3 times circular motion of breath. And this breath is known as Soham. I am that, means I am that consciousness. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. So Swami Sivan, he say that always. And let me sing this song. And through this song, with this song, we are going to conclude today's session. I'm not this body, not this mind, immortal self you are. Inquire who am I, know thyself and be free. You are not this body, not this mind, immortal self you are. Inquire who am I, know thyself and be free. Om Om, Om Om, Om Om Om, Om Om, Om Om, Om Om Om, Om Om Om. Om Om Om. You are not this body, not this mind. Immortal self you are. Inquire who am I. Know thyself and be free. Inquire who am I. Know thyself and be free. Om Om. Om Om. Om Om Om. This is your duty. Foremost duty. Do it now. This is your duty. Foremost duty. Do it now. Inquire who am I, know thyself and be free. So what is the real duty? To inquire yourself and know yourself and be free. So serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize, serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize. Om Om, Om Om, Om Om Om. Be good, do good, be kind, be compassionate. Om Om, Om Om, Om Om Om. You must serve with love. That love takes all the way. Serve, love, give. Whatever give with love. But when you give with love, you naturally purify yourself. Somebody give you opportunity to give something to others. But we never very thankful the person who give you opportunity to give to others. So you have to always thankful to the God. Oh God, give me chance so that I could give to someone something. but rather we feel so much hopeless. We say, oh my good, this person asking me, this person asking me, this person asking me this and that. No, somebody asking you to help the person, to give something. So this is an opportunity for you to give what you have, what you can share with others with love. Serve, love, give, purify. So purify that the comes. When you give, you naturally get purifications. So always thankful to God. So God help you to give something to others, purification comes. Then that purification leads you all the way to meditation. And meditation leads you all the way to realization, your inner self, and became your be good and do good. So yourself became good and do good. Then naturally happens, you will be kind. Naturally happen, you will be compassionate to yourself and to others. So this much today. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Om Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Gangurabhyo Namaha, Harihi Om. Please silent for 1 minute with me all together. Just close your eyes. Everybody close the eyes for 1 minute with me all together. Sit down comfortably. Close your eyes, please. Bring your attention and breathe. Just develop the awareness of the breath, the incoming and outgoing breath, the respiration, and observe the silence within yourself for 1 minute. And let's chant Om Mantra 3 times where you are, yourself with me. Om Astoma Satagamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mriturma Amritangamaya Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Mahamrityunjay mantra 3 times for the world peace, liberation of the all beings, and our prayers and helping those who have suffering this moment or any kind of sickness and speedy recovery, all corona COVID-19 around the whole world. So our prayers for one and all and liberation of the all beings. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanat Mritarmusyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanat Mritarmusyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanat Mritarmusyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings be peaceful. May all the world to be peaceful. May the whole universe to be peaceful. Thank you. And may our Gurudev Swami Sivanand bless you all from the Himalayas, and Mother Ganga bless you all, and our great Father Himalaya and help and bless you all as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Dhanyawad Swamiji.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for all your participants today. It was very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Or just before I request to Shivapada, please wait for a moment. Anyone like to say anything, they can put a hand if they're free to say something. In case, this is the final.
Quer dizer alguma coisa, Filipe?
Anyone like to say something? You can unmute yourself if you want to say something.
Silence.
Okay, so good. So now nobody going to say anything. So thanks to all again. And now I request to Shiv Puja and the second and conclude the, I'll say the meetings.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone. Thank you, Guruji Avadhuta Samarpananda.
And Namaste and Pranam and Hari Om Om Namah Shivaya from Himalaya to all of you, to the whole world. And all beings be happy, be liberated, be liberated, be liberated.